Hello beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in today. I have a very special review today on Woodi Whistles from the USA. Now, I'd never heard of these whistles, but one of my amazing subscribers, followers, patrons decided that they wanted to send me these whistles for free. How amazing is that? And it's not the maker of the whistles, it's just someone who plays them that wanted me to try them and review them, because this person has had a Woodi whistle since they first started out and they still love it. So they just wanted me to try it and check it out. So thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. Here is my review and opinions on Woodi whistles from the USA. Now, as you can see, they come in this amazing little pouch. I do actually have a C and D set. So if I open this up, you can see that inside there is actually space for 3 whistles. So you could use this for any amount of Woodi whistles you own. But in the middle here, we've also got a little sheet that gives you details of the fingering for different keys of whistles. It would help if I held it the right way around. And just shows you how to play the notes on the whistles in the keys that you've got. Now, as I said, I've got a C and D set here. I did think it was going to come with one head that you could interchange between the 2 whistles, but it doesn't. It's actually 2 whistles, as you guys can see. And these are plastic, but they are called Woodi whistles, so they have this nice wood grain effect. Now, these whistles are a straight bore whistle. They are made of plastic, they are tunable, and they do have a little tuning slide here. You can see the mouthpiece here is molded with a plastic fipple insert. And they're very similar to Susato whistles, also from the USA. You can see the wood grain effect, and this isn't painted on, it's actually part of the plastic. And there's also this nice gold Woodi logo here. The holes themselves are nicely spaced, nicely sized. They are flat, so they're not indented. And there is a little lip on the end here. Also, you can see the key of the whistle is printed on the bottom of the whistle here. Again, in the plastic, so not something you can rub off. The tuning slide is layered. So as you can see here, it has ridges. This is so that you can select the right position for your tuning when you're trying to tune in with other instruments as well. Now, with regard to sound, these whistles really do pack a punch for their size. They are loud, they are crazy loud, which means that you will definitely be heard if you want to play these whistles out and about in session or with other instruments. Even outside, these whistles do give a great bit of volume. The notes are clear, they're rounded, they're not shrill or sharp, but they do have a little bit of an edge again, which helps you to be heard if you're playing with other instruments. The tuning slides on these are great for fine tuning to match your whistle to other instruments you're playing with as well. Slides and ornaments are easy on the holes. There is a little bit of friction, but I guess this will smooth out with time as these whistles are brand new. But these are crazily affordable. Now, as I said, these whistles were actually purchased on Amazon and sent to me. They were, I think, around $20, but I will put up the current details right here on screen for you now. As I said, quality for the price and what you get for that price is absolutely outstanding. Whistles of this volume with this clearer note are quite hard to come by at that sort of price. And if you do like that warm sound of plastic and you are looking for a nice loud whistle to play in amongst with a band or with other whistles, then this is definitely the place to go. As I've mentioned, they are quite similar to Susato whistles. I haven't had a lot of time to play these whistles over the last few weeks, so I'm not particularly familiar with how they play. And I find that is one of the key things to being able to play a whistle well, is to be familiar with how the whistle itself works. They do require a lot of air, or a lot more air than the whistles that I'm used to playing, because I'm used to playing Criswell whistles. They don't require any air at all and they're quite quiet. These guys being louder do need more push, more volume, but yeah, they are incredible whistles. Now, as for downsides of these whistles, I always give one or two. My only problem that I've had with these is being able to get right up cleanly in the second octave. The C whistle is actually slightly easier to get further up. The D whistle is quite hard to get a clean note once you get past the sort of A in the upper octave. But again, this might be the fact that I haven't had all that much practice with these and I'm used to playing instruments that require less push and less air from myself. So yeah, I find them a little bit difficult on the very highest of notes. Also, with these whistles, you do have to open the top hole to play high D. Otherwise, you get a little scratch or a little texture in the note. It can sometimes hinder your ability to play certain tunes with ease if you always have to remember that you do need to open that top hole on your high D. Sometimes it can be easier not to, and I can do that with a lot of other whistles, but these whistles in particular do require you to open the top hole for the high D. Other than that, I think these are incredible whistles for their price. Incredible value, and they do have a nice clear and good range for very affordable plastic whistles. Now, the tune I played there was a little extract from Celtic Hymn. You guys will have heard this. I did a huge project where loads of people were involved and tin whistle players from around the world played these. Not these whistles, but this tune on all the different whistles. If you haven't checked that out, that will be up here for you guys to look at. There's also a tutorial from me, which you guys can learn to play that tune. I actually played this tune at my grandfather's funeral this week, so it was one of the first times that I've played in public. I think actually the second time, but it went well and everybody enjoyed it and that was good. But I was afraid to play the whistles that I'm used to, for example Criswell whistles, because they weren't loud enough for the situation. I ended up playing on my MK Pro, which does have a decent amount of volume, but if you did want to play on a smaller whistle in any sort of situation where you need that extra volume, then these would be absolutely great. Overall, I am very impressed. I am still humbled that someone wanted to send me some whistles. That is amazing. I do get a few sent from time to time, but usually from a whistle maker on occasion, not usually from members of the public. So thank you so much for your kindness and generosity again. If you did like these whistles, don't forget you can check them out on Amazon. I'll include a link in the description below. There is no well, I don't get anything for that, it's just to help you guys out. So I hope you enjoyed the review of these. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification down below. Don't forget to check out Ko-fi and Patreon if you haven't already. There you guys can support me even further to keep on making reviews. If you guys have whistles you want me to review, let me know in the comments. If you want to send me something, then get in touch on Facebook or Instagram and I'll see what we can do. If you make whistles yourselves and you'd like them reviewed on the channel, again, do get in touch on Facebook or Instagram, and I would be more than happy to showcase your whistles to the world, because I know I'm always looking for new whistles and I'm sure you guys are as well. Thanks for watching. Check out some of my other reviews. Until next time, happy whistling, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!